So we're back, and we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different besides engine work. We're going to be replacing the bearings in the front. At some point I might do the rear, but I know that the front, I don't know if you can hear it, oops, knocking stuff over on the new parts, but I want you to hear, or maybe you can see, but this bearing is actually wobbling inside. And that's not what a bearing should sound like. So, in this case, I got a new hub, which I think is like 14 bucks, super easy, or cheap. I got 2 retaining screws for the rotors. They're not necessary, but I may know about my own cars, so I went ahead and purchased these. They're like 86 cents at Homeless Death Spot. I got a Timken bearing. There's no specific side that it has to go in because this uses a tooth-toned ring on the CV shaft. So it's not reading off the bearing, it's reading off the CV shaft. And then I got new studs. I got black ones because eventually the car is going to get painted. And let me show you who I got them from. I got them from these guys on eBay. I don't think there's a part number here if you're interested, if it'll focus. Focus! This thing's kind of annoying. Focus! Focus! There you go, that's what I purchased. So let's get to work. Alright, so first things first, we want to get this hub out. You can do this with a hub puller if it's still in the vehicle. As you can tell in this case, it's not. So I got a socket, and I've got an extension. I put the extension in the opposite way to hold it in place when I'm hammering. Some of you may not like this way, but this is the way that I like to do it. And then you just begin, make sure I'm still filming, you just begin hammering. It came out fine. Alright, so finally came out. That wasn't easy. The issue was, this is actually amazing. It actually came out without the race, and I don't know if you can see, it actually like burned. It got so hot, this bearing did. So what actually happened was the outer part of the race had actually gotten stuck to the bearing and did not want to come out. Actually, you can hear it moving around in there. And that's what happened. So now the next step is we gotta pull this out, which is of course easier said than done. Because, just like I thought happened, which sucks, let me bring you guys in closer. There you go. So what happened is, the actual spring that holds everything in has actually begun to pop outward, which is going to make this a little bit harder to do. There are many videos online on how to do this, and this is going to take a long time. I've got to get this all pushed back down so that I can loosen up the ring. I did purchase a new ring. I do have a flathead screwdriver that has a hammerable end, and I'll be hammering all the way around to loosen everything up. But I will show you how to actually get the bearing out. And maybe once I get everything loose, I'll show you actually how I get the ring out. And it's using 2 different screwdrivers, but we'll get there when we get there. Okay, so I take a smaller flat blade screwdriver and try to get behind the ring. And this ring really sucks. The ring is loose, which is what you want to make sure of. Let's grab a pick, because a pick helps as well. It's all about being able to get in there behind that ring. The other thing is we can take, and I don't have good ones. You guys actually recording? Here is our. Let's see if we can get in here. See, there we go. See, the point is we know that it's moving. And I do not have a good set of ring pliers. These ones do not go far enough. And I think these ones are just plain crap. Let's see what happens. And then I'm going to take a cloth and put over it. Alright, so one end did come up. I'm going to get in there. There we go. I highly recommend you put a cloth on this as you work it around, because this thing, let's zoom you guys out, this thing will shoot and hurt you. So I'm getting it out. Going through. Yep. There we go. It is out. And I purchased a new one. I forgot to put that on the table with the parts that I was using. But, so what was happening, actually this isn't even moving now, this piece is what was getting stuck. Now what's important is, we're going to be putting a new ring in. So we're going to be cleaning all this groove out. We're also going to be putting some grease in it. But what I want to do first is take the wire wheel to this surface area. I want to clean all this up for when we mount the bearing puller. Alright, I got this thing set up. Hold it at the bottom. Pound it in from the top. This is being very, very difficult, this bearing. Does not want to come out. Nice and hot. We're done with that. Gonna need to buy new washers for sure. Actually, we're not doing this. We gotta put all this back together. Ah! I deal with all this. There we go. And the bearing is still kind of stuck. Let me pop this cup off real quick. So as you can see, the bearing's not out all the way. Because of the type of cup I was using, and I was holding this down, it wasn't allowing it to come up. So I have another cup. We're gonna put this back in. Of course now, oh no, this is gonna sit. We're gonna use the same size bottom piece to bring it up. Don't forget your washers. Pop those down through. And we gotta grab this. Alright. This, put it up through. And this. Alright. Shouldn't take very much more to get it out. This in here. Yeah, like I thought. Not much more to get it out. Alright, so the bearing is in here. And of course that's tight. You gotta be kidding me. So there's the bearing. So now we got our new bearing and our new ring clip. And what I like to do is put some grease, which I've cleaned this bore out with just, what are these, a Scotch-Brite pad? Yeah, just with a Scotch-Brite pad. And I've cleaned the groove out that the spring clip or ring clip, the retaining clip basically is what it is, will fit down in. So I'm just greasing everything up, especially that groove, because I don't want rust to accumulate again in this area. I do have to say though, I'm glad I have the bearing tool, but I honestly think this would be a lot easier if you just used a press. And I think if I ever had to do this job again, I mean, I'm glad I have those cups and stuff, because I mean they'll be needed for when I purchase a press, but I'm just gonna purchase a press if I ever have to do this again. I do prefer bolt-in bearings over these type of bearings. But anyways, like I said before, it doesn't matter which side, it's just a rubber. So I'm gonna put the label side back. We got that. We want something that's going to fit inside the cup or inside the bore. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one, I think. I would prefer it just slightly touched the outside, but I also don't want it to get stuck in the bore. See, that is a little bit better. But like I said, I don't want it to get stuck in the bore. So that's definitely not going to work. Let's try this one. You really do want to press on the outside of the bearing when you're putting them in. So I think this one's going to work for me because it gives me more than enough room to be able to extract it out. Next thing is this inside, we don't want to get the bearing up in there, or the press up in there, the tool up in there. So we want to have one that sits just on the outside. I think we can go a little bit bigger. Go ahead and grab this one. So on top, for the kit, I think these are labeled, yeah, a 955-17 that I'm going to use to go down with, and to hold everything up I'm going to use a 955-18. So now, since I've got this right here and I know it needs it because I'm already buggering up the threads, I'm going to go ahead and lube them. Hopefully they'll last longer. I wish they made stronger versions of these. If you guys know where you can get stronger ones of these, please let me know, because these things are, they go to crap pretty quick. Let's put some grease right up here, and then maybe in between my washers as well. Alright, so let's drop this bad boy down through. And then, I think we said this one was the one we wanted. Yep. Getting this. Put that up through there. I think we actually might do the other side. So we'll grease this up slightly. Right on it. Do it this way. And then we'll get this threaded. Of course, everything wants to move now. There we go. And I think we're going to use air tools for this. Make sure it's seated nicely on the opposite side. And we are. So basically the only thing you're going to be looking for is, I mean, eventually what'll happen is while we're going down, it'll actually stop itself. You don't want to be going any further than that. I am going to wear ear protection. Alright. Got forward, yo. So now that that's in, next thing is our retaining clip. I do see some spots in here that don't have grease on them, so I do want to get in there and just make sure that deep in that groove there's grease. I do not want rust to accumulate. Rust is evil. So, like most things that suck, because it does, my where these pliers are called don't really work that well. So what I do is struggle. You guys are gonna watch that struggle happen. Open this up. And we want to pinch this. I really do hate this. These really do suck. Alright, wow, okay. Wow, alright. I wasn't expecting that to go that easy. Want to make sure that it is in all the way around, which it is. I don't want it to rust. A little bit more grease on it. Alright, now we have our beautiful new hub. I am going to lube that up as well. Alright, we're going to take that, pop that right there. And then we're going to grab this, and this, and the smallest one. So I'm using the 95508 to go down. Actually, I don't know if I like that one. And that's what we'll use. Then we're going to use, was it this one? And this one. Yep, on the underside, the 95518. Then we gotta use this. Put this together. Make sure it's nice and flat on the bottom. There we go. We're pretty much lined up straight. Clean the grease off my hands because I hate grease. Grab my big nano. Oh my gosh! You guys can't see crap. I have no idea how long you guys haven't been able to see anything. That sucks. Let's zoom you out a bit. Gosh darn it. And brighten you up. That is a bummer. Not going back and filming it. Alright. Let's pop this buried back in, or this new hub in. Go onto the bottom like so. We've got ourselves on forward. Oop, let go. Come on, hold on. So that's how you replace a front wheel bearing in a, this is a Mazda6, Ford Fusion, Lincoln MQZ, and Mercury Milan. Again, you can do this all in the car. It does not have to be done taken off, it's just a little bit easier. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Every comment you guys have, you know, put it down there. I get back to everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell if you guys want to get notifications. In the link, there'll be the link to my Facebook page. Clean your tools off. Ooh, so nice. Quiet. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.